I'm joined again by Glenn Greenwald, co-founder of The Intercept and author of the book No Place to Hide. Glenn, this conversation could go on forever, I think. But one thing I definitely want to touch on is the sort of misconceptions and half-truths that surround Edward Snowden. And we talked again about this during the break, but in Politico magazine today, there's an article by a former CIA director of operations who asserts that Snowden is exactly the kind of guy that the agency would have spent looking for, and characterizes Snowden as a narcissistic, often delusional underachiever. What seemed clear to me in your writing is that this is a man who is far from narcissistic or an underachiever. I mean, he initially contacts you using Roman aliases. His knowledge of history, of judicial precedent, of American laws and the justice system, and where exactly he saw this going was incredibly sophisticated and nuanced.
Well, it was the reason why I had an expectation that he was going to be in his 60s and 70s, in part because of his access to these documents, but also because of how sophisticated his insight was into a whole variety of issues that we spent many hours discussing prior to my arrival in Hong Kong. And it's really, you know, I had mentioned to you on the break that it reminds me of that Republican Senator Bill Frist, who was a physician who purported to diagnose Terri Schiavo by watching her on a video screen. There are all sorts of people who have put on this kind of amateur psychiatrist hat who have decided that someone they don't know and have never spoken to, Edward Snowden, can be safely diagnosed psychologically as a narcissist, which is a term I'm convinced that people who say that don't actually understand.
Only narcissists call other people narcissists.
Precisely. It takes one to know one sort of thing. But, you know, you're absolutely right. I mean, he was, despite not having a high school degree, a highly trained operative in both offensive and defensive cyber operations within the NSA, because they recognize his extraordinary facility with computers and cryptography and the like. And as far as being a narcissist, you know, every single day after we revealed him for months, I got calls from every leading American media figure on television pleading with me to arrange an interview with him that they promised they would put on prime time. And every single day he categorically refused because he wanted to remain out of the spotlight so that the focus remained not on him but on the substance of the revelations, which is the opposite of fame-seeking narcissism and all the other phrases that have been tossed at him.
Let me ask you really quick. I mean, before he took to the videotape, as it were, you guys talk about the depressing certainty that he would soon be under attack, hunted, if not caged, as a criminal. He's not caged at the moment. Barton Gellman just visited him and writes that he's almost zen-like in his serenity and comfort. Are you at all surprised at the sort of the way it's turned out for Edward Snowden?
I'm surprised that he didn't end up in an American prison. That was certainly the assumption of all of us when we were working in Hong Kong, including him, that he would, which is what made his decision so brave. But it's always bizarre to me when media figures ask me, he must be really miserable, he's in Russia, as though all several hundred million people who are Russian are all inherently miserable. The reality is that of all the people that I know in my life, Edward Snowden is the most tranquil, the most fulfilled, the most at peace, and probably the happiest, because he puts his head down on his pillow every single night with the knowledge that he took action in defense of his principles that he believed was the right thing to do, and there are very few people who can actually say that.
That is true. Author Glenn Greenwald. The book, of course, is No Place to Hide. Riveting, riveting stuff. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.